Welcome to the Department of Chemistry at the University of Sussex. I'm Dr. Hazel Cox and I'd like to start by exploring our undergraduate chemistry labs with you. This is where you'll spend a lot of your time in the first 3 years of the degree. You will spend about 8 to 10 hours per week in these labs. The course syllabus for the 4-year MChem and the 3-year BSc degree is the same for the first 3 years. This is to provide maximum flexibility. You can switch between the BSc and the MChem subject to a grade requirement at any time up to the beginning of the 3rd year, and there is no constraint on the number of students doing each course as all chemists do the same courses and so is completely flexible in your choice. This is a 2nd year chemistry lab. In the first 2 years, each core chemistry course has a lab component so you can put the theory into practice as you learn it. In total you have about 20 to 24 contact hours per week. In the 3rd year, you can start to specialise by choosing option courses in which we, the faculty, teach our specialist favourite course. You also take an instrumental analysis course using the equipment you will see later in this video and design and implement an experiment as part of your 3rd year project. If you decide to do a sandwich year, either in industry or studying abroad, it is always the 3rd year you take out. In the 4th year, if you do the MChem, you choose a member of faculty to work with and spend the whole academic year in the research lab. This could be a synthetic lab, laser lab, nanotech lab, or even a computer lab if, for example, you worked with me using quantum chemistry. During the rest of this video, you will get to meet some of my colleagues and some of our current students. The most wonderful thing about chemistry at Sussex, I think, is our students. As just like the faculty, we all love chemistry and enjoy what we do, and want to use our chemistry to solve some of the most important challenges facing our generation. If this sounds like you, and you want to find out more, my email is at the end of this video.
The reason I chose Sussex is because of the staff to student ratio. I thought it was surprising how quickly the lecturers learnt your name and how approachable they all are. If you've ever got a problem, they've always got the time to help you. Last summer I got a research bursary from Nuffield and I really enjoyed working with Hazel and the research, so that's led me to think that maybe the next step for me after my MChem is to do a PhD.
In 3rd year undergraduate, I was able to apply and achieved getting a junior research undergraduate associate bursary from the doctoral school here, and that gave me the opportunity to experience real chemical research in a real research laboratory environment.
Tell me what you're doing, buddy.
Okay, we're working out the manganese content of steel. This is a sample from the steel itself. We've just run a reference.
What's the machine you're using?
It's a UV spectrometer.
So it's a little smaller than the normal ones.
It is a little smaller than the normal ones. Yeah, these are the ones that you can use on the desks.
Hi, my name's Natalie and I'm a 4th year student currently studying at the University of Sussex. My master's project at the moment, I'm investigating the differences in ionic content from fingerprint sweat, the differences between individuals and comparing levels to factors such as age, gender, ethnicity and diet. And if I'm successful, then this could potentially be used as a technique of identifying potential offenders.
Since coming to Sussex, I've had quite a few changes of my ideas of what I wanted to do as a career, really. At the beginning, I kind of came in my first year thinking I was really interested in teaching. I've moved away from that since really studying more and more chemistry, and I'm becoming more interested in research or maybe applying science in the real world. I've been looking at careers in the NHS as well as obviously just general research in Sussex Uni and in other areas as well. I was quite lucky actually this summer, just gone, because I was able to do a research project with Dr. Mark Osborne. He works on laser spectroscopy, which is something that really interests me. So yeah, we was quite lucky to have a look at that. We were looking at really tiny particles under these lasers, which was really cool to see. But it wasn't just me. I have a lot of friends that did different types of work during the summer. Because it's such a small department, it's really easy to just talk to the lecturers and just say, you know, I want to do some work with you. I think it's really interesting what you're doing. And yeah, they're really keen to get you working on their stuff. So I've had friends working on computational drug design, which is a really big area in Sussex at the moment, as well as organic synthesis, which is of course just as necessary in medicinal approaches to chemistry. So yeah, I think there's a lot to offer in terms of careers, just doing chemistry degree, like generally, but also specifically in Sussex, just because it's a nice, you know, close-knit department.
Hi, my name is Dr. Abdussadeh, in charge of Mass Spectrometry Center in Life Science in Sussex University. You can see the center consists of small molecule application, as you can see the ICP-MS, triple quad LCMS, triple quad GCMS, and the TRAB GCMS on the right-hand side. Then we move from low molecular weight to high molecular weight, and the Fourier transformer at the left-hand side, which is for accurate mass measurement and is combined with nano spray source at the back of the machine, which is enable us for accurate mass measurement and high resolution for biomarkers and high sensitivity. Here you can see the auto spec, which is being used in the discovery of fullerene C60, which has led to Nobel Prize in chemistry. This is the Xevo Nano LCMS for accurate mass measurement and better sensitivity, being used in breast cancer research and early diagnosis for kidney failure. So that will leave us with the 12 mass spectrometer, which is open access for the undergraduate students.
So I'm Dr. Mark Osborne. I work here at the University of Sussex. I'm a lecturer in physical chemistry, and this is the single molecule detection laboratory, where we detect indeed single molecules using laser light, and we detect a certain optical fluorescence. It's essentially a research lab, but it's the kind of place that you might end up if you come to do one of our MChem degrees. In the fourth year you end up doing a project, and if you choose to be a physical chemist, as I did, you would end up perhaps in a research lab like this. It's an opportunity to do cutting edge research.
My name is Dr. Ian Day. I run the NMR facility here at Sussex. We have 3 state-of-the-art spectrometers that were delivered about 3 years ago. The university has invested nearly £750,000 in NMR facilities here. So we have 3 instruments, 2 of which are open access and are used by research students and senior undergraduates. And we have a 3rd instrument which is mainly used in support of my research and other people's research in the department. As a student here, we run samples for you in the first 2 years of the degree. When you make molecules in the teaching lab, we'll run spectra of your molecules. So rather than giving you a spectrum of what you should have made, we give you a spectrum of what you actually have made. So you get the opportunity to see how good your chemistry is right from the beginning. Then by the time you get to the 3rd year, we start to show you how to use the instruments yourself. You start to get actual hands-on access to the equipment. If you're doing an MChem project and you're making molecules, we give you access to the instruments and we teach you how to do some of the modern state-of-the-art experiments so you can actually run the analyses for yourself.
C60 is the Chemical Society of Sussex, of which I'm the president, and Frank.
I'm the treasurer this year. Last year we were parties in social.
So we organise all sorts of different things, from lectures, interesting stuff. So last year, or last term, we had something on explosions. We had stuff on carbon in space. We had things on sugar by Noel, didn't we? And then
made toffee.
We made toffee,
Fudge.
And then we also organise lots of socials. So we do pub crawls, we do theme parties, we do trips. So like we went to Dublin the year before last. This year we're going to Amsterdam. We've been paintballing. We've got a go-kart trip organised, and it's just a really good way of getting all the different years, so PhDs, master students, 3rd, 2nd and 1st year, so the freshers, and everyone from chemistry gets together and we'll just go out and have a really good time.
And faculty as well, and lecturers, definitely.
Yeah, Sussex is a great place. Brighton's a really arty town, so obviously it's got the great nights out, but it's also really interesting. Loads of stuff going on all the time. And Sussex, yeah, I remember coming to the open days here, and an academic day as well, and yeah, The staff are really, kind and really interested in talking to you, seeing what kind of person you are, and yeah, they're just great to get on with. So yeah, that's kind of the main reasons I chose Sussex.